Greetings, fellow beings. We're live. That's right. Well, we beat Magic Mornings to the punch. The show over on Valiant Renegade is getting ready to wrap up. We need to get out our 6-minute daily and feed that same Magic Morning stream as well. So, we're going to get through the 6-minute daily faster than ever before, so we got to get underway. If you haven't checked out yesterday's 3 videos, what are you doing? Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Let's jump into it now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let's exceed some expectations, shall we? Shall we, Disney? We did. Sort of. Not really. A little bit. I mean, it was ho-hum. I think that's one of the most effective things that Mike, Mexican Iron Man, has ever said. This was ho-hum. I mean, ho-hum. I was ho-humming all the way through. It was boring. It was also not terribly informative and or accurate and or a whole list of other things that I could go into, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to get the camera to focus, though. We got some great folks hanging out with us today. Let's say hi to Captain Fandom Nerd. Morning, Captain. Good to see you. We got Brady Bloomer in the house. Hope you're doing well. We've got me and my monkey, the Cheese Factor, of course, Terry Rose, Miss Pico Cafe, Sergeant Giratina. Good to see you. And Evil Ramen. Hello. Houston. Hello. We've got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow joining us right now. We've got Jill Powers, the River Daughter. We've got a few other amazing folks dropping in right now, like Nearsighted Cyclops, the lovely Ruby Hoove. There's the Putin. It's Putin's cat. You get a pet in the Putin. We got more going on there, like Judicon. What's going on, Judicon? SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor. We've got our history lesson for the day from Griffin. Historical adventure inspired by the fictitious journey of Jules Verne's Phineas Fogg in Around the World in 80 Days. New York World reporter Nellie Bly, Elizabeth Cochrane, set out to do just that. That's right. Besting the number, actually, by just a few hours, days, I should say, because she did it in 72 days, 6 hours. Yes. What an accomplishment. A fictional record beaten in reality. Hey, camera focused. Finally. Hello. Who else is out there? Penny is out there. Thank you, Penny. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Who else? Mark Fields, he's got some positive vibes for you on this Thursday, and I have positive vibes as well. Lots of great things to talk about. Good afternoon to Juliet from across the pond. Hope you're doing very, very well. And I think I said hi to SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor, but I'm doing it again. Feliato says, morning. We've got Olaf. Good to see you, Olaf, and Dr. Megatron. Hello. Good morning, Hampton. Hope you're doing well, my friends. We've got low-spec Linux laptop gaming out there. The wonderful Morgan King. JPR PH1 saying hello, folks. Hello. Ruby Hoove gifts the Culture Casino membership. I appreciate that very much. And Walter Tomaszewski drops $2 on the table, saying cable TV and streaming are both imploding. Now what? Well, I mean, everybody reached maturity, and now cable's doing a moonwalk, and I think streaming is going to do a moonwalk. They've just priced themselves out of interest. I can watch anything that I find interesting everywhere but on any kind of a network. I don't need a streaming service. I just need, YouTube, Rumble, Odysee, Mindscatter, Twitter. I'm good. I really don't go anywhere else for anything anymore, unless I have to cover something. There's no point. Ludaleza, good morning. We've got Caffeinated Me out there, and BMO Beta, gonna BMO Beta. And you were right, I was very blay. Just Nita, good morning, Nita. I hope you're doing well. And Ronnie Bradley, who brought a raid with him, which I appreciate. Boy, we got to get cooking, guys. Oh my gosh, it's the big Raj! I have been missing Raj. I hope you're doing well, buddy. So great to see you. All right. Yep. Diz jumped up right away on decent earnings, exceeding expectations. Not as much as they did last time and ahead of their guidance, but their future guidance looks a little rough. Not sure why we go, ankle deep on that one. But hey, not me. Our good friend Wes, True Blood. Yep. I think that Ziegler is a nightmare. I don't know why Disney is like, they didn't mention Snow White at all during the earnings call. I'm just gonna say. All right, folks, we just reached the actual quarter of the hour, which means here we go. All right, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it, and we're going to start first with, this, which is different. It's out of order, but it's fine. Disney touts a 2-year turnaround for their studios on stellar quarter. Well, what did they have? Well, they had Inside Out 2, of course, that led into Deadpool, and you had all these other great things happening in the quarter that they just tried to elucidate as positive. I have a feeling that this is such a minor situation for Disney that they will disappoint their shareholders in the future. I'm not going to give you any stock advice. I'm just going to say, without jumping too deep into these things, which we'll get to, Disney, good for you. Congratulations. You're going to get a little bit of support for another 3 months. Jimmy Kimmel is doing his best projection efforts on Matt Gaetz after he was selected for Attorney General or was nominated. And the administration is, he's attacking. He's projecting the things that he's accused of, rumored of being involved in. And I have a feeling that he's gonna find himself in some big trouble. And most of the Diddy people are, to be fair. Craig Melvin was named as the new co-anchor over at NBC's Today Show, replacing Hoda Kotb. I never know how to say her name, but all I know is that they just added another salary to a show that has no reason to add salary. In fact, most of these morning shows are now imploding and falling apart, just like their news channels that they're mostly tied to. I have a feeling this was a bad decision, an opportunity to drop a salary and not, take it on the chin. Instead, they added a chin, and I have a feeling that Craig Melvin and the others that are there might be looking for the door here in the next 3 years, if not sooner. Lord of the Rings owner Embracer reported a 10% drop in entertainment sales. They're pointing towards the destruction of the Tolkien IP for lower activity. Yeah, no kidding. Nobody wants it. And this Warner Brothers thing that we're about to get subjected to, the War of Rohirrim that I had such high hopes for, bait and switch girl power. Watch out. You got Disney's overall quarter bolstered by a lot of different things, and they have a lot of stuff on the horizon. Eventually, they're going to have 13 cruise ships at over $1 billion a piece at this point. That's an awful lot of money to spend on a global economy that's going to go through some real hardship over the course of the next 16 years. It's their money, though, and, I guess technically it's investor money. Well, that's a lot of positive energy they're putting into that. But they do talk about Inside Out 2, Wolverine and Deadpool, and they ignored every one of their failures and future failures, including Snow White. They expect to spend about $24 billion in content next year. Understand, that was their revenue over this last quarter. That's an awful lot of money to spend on things that seem to have a terrible track record now, especially with your lack of change in leadership and direction, and your constant insistence to shove the message into everything, which, if you didn't notice in the latest election, isn't very popular at all in any way. Yeah. Again, we got back to this 2-year drought bout, but look, the one thing I can say that they did right is adding ESPN, a tile of ESPN to Disney Plus here in December. Small problem. If you integrate your betting platform into this, you are now in bigger trouble. If you do this on, let's say a streaming service, you have fall under a bunch of regulations, which I think say you can't do betting on anything that's for kids. I could be wrong. We're about to find out. But Disney took it on the chin, and they didn't announce it quite this way. It was obfuscated in the biggest possible way, in the largest sense, something that I've been covering with Jonas J. Campbell for a long time. The India pullout. Their need to get out of India means that they took it on the nose, an $8.5 billion deal to form an Indian entertainment giant. It's worth quite a bit more than that, and really, the only thing that Disney retains here is about 36% of the interest in this joint venture, and it really isn't in their favor. Speaking of not in your favor, Gladiator 2 had to cut out a gay kiss because they knew that wasn't going to fly back then. And Denzel Washington's reaction is, I kissed a guy full on the lips. I guess they weren't ready for that yet. By the way, this thing is going to be a little soft in the International Open, and yet they're blowing it out of proportion. I have a feeling overall Gladiator 2 will disappoint, and every review I've seen from somebody I respect has been a little bit on the negative side. TikTok is going to come back under Trump. I'm not sure how that happens. I'm not sure when it does, and I'm not sure how, but we'll find out. We'll also find out that Greenbox Systems is spending $144 million to build an automated warehouse in Georgia. It's also going to add a bunch of jobs, like 300 people to run an automated warehouse. So that's kind of cool. Blue Sky has added 1 million users. They're all whiny, I'm leaving Twitter people who will only be there for a couple of months and then make their way back to Twitter because that's what always happens. EU slapping Meta with a €800 fine. That's right, 800 million euro fine, I should say, for engaging in abusive marketplace practices. Well, that's not new. 2 more of the monkeys that were escaped from that place in South Carolina are back eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And finally, a video bears all. Insurers say a bear that damaged luxury cars was actually a person in a costume. See? Kind of a bear story, but not really. It was called Operation Bear Claw, where the California Insurance Department discovered that the $142,000 in damage was actually just a human dressed up in a bear costume. That's wild. Anyway, the video footage really was the thing that that caught him. How strange. Anyway, I'm out of time. I'm out of stories. I'm also going to be out of here with enough bonus time to cover the chat, and then we are going straight over to Magic Mornings on That Park Place for your daily dose of dismal Disney. Although I just gave you a bunch of dismal Disney. But hey, it is that. Hopefully you got a chance to check out the Snow White story, man. If she really doesn't want that movie to get seen by anybody, I'm just telling you right now, no Snow White for her. She's pretty evil and not very smart. I feel really bad for her. No, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for Disney. I feel bad for the people that worked really hard on that project, and it's completely garbage. Liberty Hall's Cat for $2 says on iPhone, unable to gift. Oh, don't worry about it. A couple of bucks instead. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, Liberty Halls, for all your support. Hoove, gift to Culture Casino membership. I just want to say thanks to Hoove, Ruby Hoove, Walter Tomaszewski, Liberty Halls Cat, and of course, the great one himself, Staccato DDS. Gaetz' withdrawal from Congress was an admission of guilt. I doubt he will get confirmed. I believe it was a face-saving move for Gaetz by Trump. You think so? That's interesting. I'm going to go and reevaluate the things that I have read. If that's true, Staccato, we'll have to see. The funny thing is Jimmy Kimmel's rumored to have participated in a lot of different things and done a lot of very bad things and been on some flights to places. So I guess we'll find out. How strange. Staccato, you've given me an opportunity to go look some stuff up. And that's what I appreciate about my audience. And thank you for the $10 super chat. On that note, we need to get right on over to Magic Mornings, which will be starting shortly if it hasn't already. And I will be there myself in a few minutes. Y'all are amazing people. I appreciate everything that you've had to say. It's great to see you, Crimlon, and all the people I missed, like Larry Wells and Stitch and Cynthia Carter and Osmoro199 and everybody. You guys are the best. Terry Rose, great to see you. Istaphobos. But we got to get out of here. I hate to do it. But yeah, on days like today, especially Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're always going to be packed. But days like today, it's going to be even more so. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see you.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no,
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.